The next on the agenda is a panel discussion. But I promise you, this panel discussion is something which you'll be very, very interested in because it talks all about the latest craze of startups. We all know that a lot of us are very interested in this for the very simple reason that this is one avenue where you can kick your job or you can get rid of your regular work to get into something which is very exciting and possibly can get you a lot of money. To lead this discussion, we have a very amazing person, a world #1 author in marine engineering. He's a founder of Quails, which is an interactive mentor and mentoring session along with students, which you can get onto the net and get yourself tutored. It's a huge database of mentors and mentees across. He's also the owner of IoT company, and he has sold $2 million worth of his books in over 200 countries. May I please present Elstan Fernandez, all the way from Pune. And to join him, we have Ms. Kavita Bhatnagar, founder of Vishal Enterprises, and Ms. Nancy Juneja, founder and CEO of RevUp. All yours, Elstan.
Thank you, Jay. Most of us dream, but how many deliver, right? So it's but ironical that I've got two wonderful ladies here on the podium, and two things that are very, very close to my heart that they do. So one lady takes, she's got a startup and a flourishing company, I should say, not a startup, but in apparels. Incidentally, I grew up among garments because my mother loved stitching, and as I told her, my mother used to stitch wedding gowns for free and baby gowns for free because she was just passionate about stitching. And the other part is education. Lovely lady here. So I would like to introduce to you Kavita Bhatnagar, founder of Vishal Enterprises. She's a bulk apparel, uniform, concept designer. She's a fashion designer. She's a qualified fashion designer. She will talk about herself in a few minutes. And we have Nancy Juneja, coming from a long journey of education, Shanti Gyan Niketan for about 30 years. She's got another company for about 15 years. They've been educating and helping youth and kids. And they've helped students connect right from being just not only educated and mentored, but even finding jobs. Am I right? Yes. So, without much ado, I will let them speak for a little while, and then we will have a short question-answer round. Thank you. Over to you.
Hi, good afternoon, all of you. And I'm very thankful to Prerna for organizing such a wonderful, lovely event, putting all of us together. I am Kavita Bhatnagar. I'm from Vishal Enterprise. I have conceptualized and established my company back 2008 August, and there we have started dealing with all designer uniforms for all the categories, all the areas, and we have been dealing with couple of very well-known brands in a very short span of time. It is a wonderful journey, and just through my profession, we could manage to meet Prerna, and we are here today. So.
Wonderful. Yeah, sure. So thanks to the platform of Promising Indians, and thanks to Prerna, who's doing wonderful work. Kudos to you to get all of us together under one roof. It's a pool of talent sitting here. Talking about me, I'm Nancy Juneja. I'm the CEO and founder of RevUp Life Skills Unit. which deals with bridging the gap between academics as well as life skills that we provide to students, youth, as well as startups per se. And my inner conditioning is from a family who running fleet of schools by the name of Shanti Gyan Niketan group of schools in Dwarka. So we're running this since 30 years and we have around more than 5,000 children with us. So being an educationist, not just startup, not just making students job ready, but it is deep rooted in me how to nurture a child into a youth, a promising Indian as they say. Yeah, so that they're not just the global citizen, they mark their own individuality. So it's a long journey, and in June 2019, this year, we collaborated with the world-class mentors and our new venture, MentorX is global. We have just launched that in Mauritius, Fiji, Saudi Arabia, again for hand-holding of youth, specifically youth, startups, entrepreneurs, because we believe everybody of us, we begin with a challenge, and whenever we open a new company or whatever stage of life we are in, we need a mentor. That's our incubation center of mentors and mentees that Sir is rightly doing. We also do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I let you speak more than me, but I've been working with close to 1,000 entrepreneurs in the past few years, mostly young people, and I also, since we have this thing coming up, this project coming up, everybody will agree with me that every startup is not a success. 90 to 95% fail, and that is funding, one of them, right? The second is they have a great vision, but they fizzle out. I work with an entrepreneurship and an IP lawyer. We have 15 applications a month, which is like 180 startups to that person. And at the end of the year, we have 2 successful people, right? And another VC gets about 5,000 applications a year. He takes 1. So what is it that helped you to get successful? I would go first to Nancy, because Nancy comes from a long line of evolving over the years and learning from probably elders and seniors. Like, what made you move from being in a successful education institution to startups and helping people start up?
Thanks, sir. I feel success, the term success is really very subjective. So for me, whatever success means to me might be different from the people sitting here. And I'll not say whatever ventures I mentioned here was success from day one. None is. So yes, I have seen people doing everything. Initial 3 to 5 years, I may say 6 years, just going down the drain, just building it. Sometimes idea clicks with someone, sometimes it doesn't. So it's all the way the belief that we have in that system. As you rightly said, I saw in my genes, how I saw it from my heritage, how the elders were taking over. So if I mention, I didn't earlier, my family were originally the manufacturers of Bobby soap. So it's a very well-known detergent powder that we launched in Delhi as well as in India. So coming from manufacturing of soap to launching into education and then sticking to it. Nowadays, the whole era of education has changed. With globalization, with digital era, for education, be it school, be it B school, be it any startup school, polishing school, everybody needs a dynamic management. And not just this, it is not the success formula for any venture. It's not important that probably my family legacy of manufacturing of soaps was good, so education would be good. Or probably the 3rd generation, I open something and it will be a success. No hunky-dory, there are no free lunches in society. So everybody, be it me, be it you, I believe, we started from ABC. We started from the baby steps. Nowadays, it's a jazz calling, startups, funding. But believe me, in the times of my grandpa or my father, we didn't use all these words. What they knew was rigorous hard work. What they knew was persistence. What they knew was starting with marketing research. What we called a marketing research was planning there. Was like going to their relatives and telling their idea. Would it work or would not? So, everything that we say in startup now, marketing research, crafting a business plan, talking about to people, funding, entrepreneurship, everything our grandparents did, everything my parents did. They were more successful than probably I am today. But they all learned it by doing, experience. What we call now the golden rule for success, I say, innovate, otherwise you evaporate. That is always there. So, innovate or evaporate. Can we just check? So, it is the dire need of the time is to innovate. Yeah, the things have changed, time have changed. In the previous times, we were always progressive, but it was never key, at the end of the day, after 12 hours, you open it and you see another 10 competitors coming in the same line. Now this is the thing. Now there's a rage. Now whatever knowledge I have now became obsolete at 12 p.m. I need to update myself. I need to, infuse creativity. I need to innovate. If I have to sustain also in business, growth is a dream. If I have to sustain in the business. So, how they call promising Indian, if we want to have a promising venture, we need to give our everything to it. So, as Sir said, success is a long journey. It is not a destination which I achieve and which I sit here and say I'm successful. It just goes on, and it's a milestone that we need to really do on. We need to explore ourselves, we need to learn from experience, be it good or bad. It gives us a lesson, and that's how success comes. Sooner or later, if you have in you taste success. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. I've got a different question for you, ma'am. As I was talking to you outside, you said that you have some very big names that you cater to.
Yeah.
And whether it's Delhi or Pune or Mumbai, and you managed to go right into the back offices of these very great people. So what made you different?
Mango and all big brands, and that made me really made me more interesting getting into apparel, as challenges are very different working with them. And there we have worked always in a bulk quantity, as I discussed, is like 2 lakhs or 5 lakhs pieces, something like that. And they are very particular about. And those time, like I'm talking about almost 98, that time wearing those brands in India was a very high class, people only could afford to wear. So I was definitely working on that guideline, and that made me put back into the domestic market, and there I have started with the hospitality or,
Okay, question for both the ladies. You could answer one at a time. Collaboration or competition?
Want to answer first? You answer.
So I feel like, I'm on a platform of beauty pageants, and we are having questions by questions. So collaboration versus competition, any day.
Yeah.
Bright things happen when we come in contact with bright people. So, collaboration does wonders. Collaboration not just open new venues for us, they make us realize what are our loopholes, where we are lacking, and what we need to step up the ladder. So competition, definitely it's over to you, whether you take it as healthy or unhealthy.
Yeah.
If you want to be in long run, if you want to leave a legacy, you have to take it as a healthy competition. And if you want to walk alone, it's just a journey which is just miles away.
Yeah.
That is it.
I totally agree with you. It's an indirect way, it's a competition. So collaboration is always better.
Yeah, I feel that today.
Authentic. Once you're real, you win the game. That is it.
I will always say that go steady and slow, and success is always there. Keep your focus on your goal rather than moving your focus somewhere else.
Thank you, ladies.